Hello and welcome to RealityFuturesTrading.com. This is Ray Burke here, and in today's video I am going to be going over my take on counting legs, or I guess, well, why don't we call it my take on the Elliott wave. I am going to be using my two favorite charts to enter trades on. And the first thing that I want to touch on here is the Hawk Micro Scalper. So let's go ahead and let's get started here. All right, now the big question is with wave counting is it subjective? In my opinion, the answer is going to be yes. So what I've done is I've created a wave counting method that actually works for me, something that I've studied and tested and something that I use on a regular basis. Now, the first thing that I look for before I start counting waves for the Hawk Micro Scalper is I look for the bars to pass back through the micro line, and I look for them to slam into the macro trend line, which is what we're seeing right here on the Hawk Micro Scalper. Now this is where I begin to count. So what I'm going to do is this. I am going to go 1, I get my pullback, I'm within a tick or two of the micro line, and then I am going to count this here as leg number 2. All right, one of my own personal little trading secrets that if you tell anybody about this, I'll have to kill you, I'm kidding, is that I only take the trades that are on the second leg. I will not do a first leg trade because, as you can see here, I do have a green filter. I do have my green warning as well as my green long entry triangle and a green hash. However, the hash is below the micro trend line, and I do have yellow bars. That's too many strikes against me. I do have students that are taking these trades, though, off of the macro trend line. So that's up to you. I prefer not to take this trade. I would rather wait. I'd get my pop. I get at least a 2-bar pullback, warning dot, long entry triangle. I am within a tick or two of the micro line, hash mark, and then I'm off to the races on leg number 2. Now, the other question I get is, what about leg number 3? And the answer is yes, you can take the leg number 3 trades. However, I personally find that the leg 3 trades are not as strong as the second move. So now you can see here that by passing on this leg 3 trade, which was perfectly valid because the hash was above the micro trend line, I did miss out on this trade right here. But like I said, my point of this video is to show you how I use the miniature version of the Elliott wave and how I count the legs. You may count them different, and what I suggest is that you use the method that works best for you. So leg 1, leg 2, and then leg 3. Anything after leg 3, I won't even entertain the idea of taking a trade. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to show you how I use my 8-range Eagle Trend Trader to count the legs as well. Okay, here I am with the Eagle Trend Trader, and as you can see, we're definitely in an uptrend here for September 11th of 2012. Now, this chart gets a little bit tricky because what we're dealing with is we're looking at a lot of noise and a lot of choppiness here between 107 and the open Mountain Standard Time, which is 7:30 in the morning. So once again, similar to what I do with the Hawk Micro Scalper, I wait for that sucker. I wait for that sucker to tag my hard edge. Okay, and that's just the point that I've chosen. Okay, this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to stick with. Now, like I said, counting legs and wave can be very, very subjective if you're not careful. However, I think it helps to remove the subjectivity when you just choose the way that you're going to start counting legs, and then that's what you stick with. You may not agree with what I'm showing you right here, and that's fine. I may not agree with what you're doing. Regardless, I'm not going to argue about it because I have chosen a method that works for me. So let's go ahead and let's start on this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start my first leg down here, and I'm going to go 1. I'm going to do my pullback. I'm going to go 2, and then I get another pullback. It's a little bit deeper on this pullback here, and then I'm going to take leg number 3 right here. Now, one of the dead giveaways for this particular trade setup right here that I don't want to take leg number 3 is price and the body of the bars has dipped down into the band. If it dips down into the band, I am definitely not interested in leg number 3. And again, another super secret trading method that I use, not really, is I only like to take the trades on the second leg. And ideally here, price dips in a little bit, but the next bar and my entry bar are well outside of the band, which is giving me a signal that, you know, more than likely this is going to be a pretty high probability trade. Now, a question you're probably asking me right now is, well, why didn't I count this little number right here? Well, I don't count this as a pullback unless I have at least 2 bars where price is pulling back. This is just a little bit of noise, a bump in the road, and the question also you're probably asking is, did I take this trade right here? All right, depending on how fast the market is moving, I may have taken that trade, but I'll tell you, more than likely I would have waited for at least a 2 or 3 par pullback like I have right here to take this trade. All right, well, I hope you found this video to be informative. And like I said, you don't have to do exactly what I do. I mean, I'm not the end-all, be-all. Nobody is. What I'm hoping to do is show you that this is one of the things that I do. And if you disagree with it, that's fine. I'm good with that. If you like what you see, maybe use it to adapt it to your own method of counting waves. That's even better. So that being said, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at ray@realityfuturestrading.com, and have a good day.